What's up, guys? In this video I want to talk about if you're a freelancer, you're into the world of remote work, how flexible is your day-to-day life actually? Because there's a lot of videos, and I'm guilty of this too, of kind of portraying this completely flexible life that's perfect. You have no deadlines and you can do anything you want at any time. And when you are a freelancer, you're working remotely, maybe you're using a remote work platform like Upwork to get your clients. That's what I think is one of the best ways to do it. There's other ways of being a freelancer, of course. And I think for the most part, though, these kind of visions of no deadlines, complete flexibility are pretty dang true. Now, there's some caveats to that statement, but let me back up what I'm saying here. So, freelancing is the thing we're doing, but the way it's done varies significantly from person to person. So the beauty of freelancing is that when you find a client that you want to work with, or as traditional employees call the boss, it's not a hierarchical kind of setup between you two. It's a conversation. So when it comes to figuring out, how much you're going to get paid, when you're going to get the work done, what time of the day you're going to work, none of that is set in stone when you guys first make contact with each other. And for the most part, there is this kind of back and forth where you can kind of work together, have a conversation to find a way to support each other that works for both of you. And so if you're new to freelancing, well, then you might not be as, confident and strong and as experienced. So you may, let the client kind of dictate those terms a little bit more. But even from the get-go, or after you get some experience, you will really start to learn, what is a fair price, when you do your best work in terms of during the day, and you will be able to check in with yourself to, choose your own deadlines that work for you. And so you might not get it perfect at the beginning, but even just having this fact present that there's a conversation going on around these topics is very different than probably any kind of traditional job you've had in the past. And this level of flexibility, in my opinion, it's a game changer. For me personally, it was what let me spend more than 3 years traveling around the world remotely. And even now, as I'm like semi-settled into Kelowna, BC in Canada, I have a pretty big workload right now, a lot of clients that I'm working with, but I still make time to go mountain biking, at least 4, 5, 6, 7 times a week right now. And for multiple hours, and then have some time to spend with my partner as well, and basically have enough time to do the things that I really want to do. Now, I have to be intentional about how I go about making time for that, but it's absolutely possible while in combination putting out quite a few hours each week on things that I'm passionate about and that earn me a great income. And I'm just one freelancer, one remote worker, but I am also fortunate enough to have founded the Digital Nomads Forum, which has grown now to 12,000 members. And so I've been watching this community for years, meeting and talking with different freelancers from around the world. And this kind of theme of flexibility in terms of why people got into freelancing in the first place, why they got into remote work, it is central. And so it's not a pipe dream to have massive flexibility in your life as a result of being a freelancer or remote worker. It might be a pipe dream to have no deadlines and kind of do anything you want at any time. But realistically, life's not always about doing everything how you perfectly want all the time. The beauty of working on things that you care about when you work on projects that you're passionate about is that it's not just about what you want, it's about what does the other person want, and not in a kind of competitive way, but more in a how can I be of service, how can I help somebody else, how can I compromise in a way that feels great to me and great to them. Okay, so it's not all about just I do whatever I want when I want. If that's your goal, great, you can achieve that. But the point is that I guess wrapping things up. Yes, freelancing and remote work provides a massive degree of flexibility in most people's day-to-day lives who get into it. So I want to know in the comments section, do you wish your life was more flexible? Are you already working remotely? Tell us about how the flexibility you've got through that has kind of changed your day-to-day life. And give this video a like if you got some value out of it. And if you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe. I'm Robert O'Crook, and thanks for tuning in.